I'll be describing about the development of website applications using HTML5, CSS3, Bootstrap 4, JavaScript for frontend, and popular web framework called Django framework for backend. First of all, let me show you how my website works. Let me first run my website. As soon as I run my website, the first page is the home page, which consists of extensive use of the Bootstrap framework. The upper navigation bar is the nav bar that is imported from the Bootstrap, and I have used here the container class, which contains the content of my websites, and I have used the Bootstrap carousel in my home page. The second page is the contact us page, through which you can send your feedbacks inquiry to this company. For now, the data sent from here is stored in the databases, but not to the admin. And the third one is the event pages. It consists of the different events that is going to be organized by these tours and travels. And here is the register through which you can register in this website. After being registered to this website, you can do the various activities like booking. Here is the login page where you can enter your login details. Let me add the account details of the super user. As soon as I log into the website, the first page will be my booking pages. The admin nav in the nav bar is only visible if I use the login details of the super user, from where the admin can perform different grid operations. For example, adding a flight and deleting all booking details, updating flight details, and many more. Let me show you how booking goes. First of all, let me go to my booking page, and I want to enter the origin of the flight. I don't need to provide all the details. Let me provide the information of the flight that is going to be the Kathmandu origin. Let me search for the flight, and here we will get all the flights that is flight from the Kathmandu. Let me show you this. And for ticketing, you should write the name. For example, see this, and I should provide the passport number and should select the seat and book now, and here your ticket is booked. And the next thing is that I want to select the same info and search and this, and let me perform another, and I want to select the same seat number and book now. Here you will get the notification seat already booked. Well, the another features of my website is that every registered user has got their own profile. Here it consists of their username, user ID, name, email, and we can also show our history record. For example, the flight that we booked initially, and here the logout options that will take to the login. Well, this is how my website works. Now let me go through my script and the code. Let me first open my base.html file here, and I have linked the Bootstrap through the link here, Bootstrap CDN, and I have also linked my custom CSS file. Here the load static file loads all the static files like CSS files, JavaScripts, and images files. And I have used the concept of template inheritance here so that it will reduces the code and the scripts to be written at every template here. Whatever the content that lies above the body block code are shown above, and the main content are written inside the inside here. And after in block, whatever the content is below that are shown below um, at every template. And I have also linked my JavaScript file by this code here. All the static files are under the static template, static folder here. Now, let me open my home page, which is the boot.html page. Here I have initially described the doc type. I have given the title of my home page here. And here it is extending of base.html page that I had created initially. And between this block, body block code and the end block code, the content of the website is written here. I have used this bootstrap classes here, container class and row, and here I have used the CSS grid class. Here the images are loaded on this format. We write the code, our folder name and the image name. I have also used the bootstrap carousel here. And whatever the content that are below the in block, which is the footer part of my website, is shown below. Here, this cover. If the user is authenticated, that means that if the user is login, then we will get the options of start booking. Otherwise, we should first register into the website and then only we can book. Now let me go through my backend part. First of all, let me open my setting.py file where the whatever the applications that were made are entered here, and the templates to be loaded, template directories are written here. And for configuring the databases, I have used MySQL as my databases, so I configured my database by writing this code here. And the for loading the static files, I have written the code in this. And let me go through the views.py file. Before going to the views.py file, let me go to the models.py file of my booking applications, where it contains different models of flight booking. Here I have created different classes: flight details, passenger, booking, and that I have imported and created a table in the databases at here. Well, these are my tables that I imported from the models.py file. And let me go to my views.py file of the booking, and I have used here the decorators, where this allows only super user to access. For my admin page, here it contains the flight details list, and I have also made the paginator. Paginator allows you to load your website in a fast. And for creating different flight, I have uses this code. And for booking, the booking page is only accessible to those users who are registered in the website. So I have uses the decorators here, login required. And for updating the flight details, I have written the code here. And for deleting, this is the code deleting of the flight. And for flight detail view, that means whatever the code, whatever the things that you do while searching flight in the booking.html page is due to this code. And here is about the booking flight. It stores data into the databases. Booking is confirmed if the seats are not booked, previously not booked. If the seats you selected is already booked, then it will show you the message of seat already booked in the booking.html file. And here the views shows is for the source that we created here. Whatever we write and source the flight with the information about the destinations are shown in here. And this is the paginator code for booking details. And for profile, for viewing user profile, I have written this code here. And for updating booking details, I have used here this code. And for deleting, I have used here this views. And let me go to the views.py of user. These are the code to return different templates, HTML templates. And for logging, I have written this code. It means that if the username that we inputted in the login form is equal to the username in the database, and the password that we enter into the login page is equal to the password that we enter into the that is on the database, then it will take you to the booking page. Otherwise, if the answer is wrong, if the information is wrong, then it will give you the message info here, and it will return you to the same login page. And for registering the user, I have written here the code in register views. Register is successful if the emails that we provide is not in the database and username is not equal to the username that is contained in the database, and if the password 1 is equal to the password 2. Otherwise, it will show you the message of password not matching in the register page. And for logging out of the page, I have used this code here.